Good afternoon from Nairobi. Welcome to our EGM Securities update. I got Lawrence with me. Lawrence, oil, the big story in the markets. We're at more than 4-year highs. We're seeing a lot of conversation coming out now. People estimating that it could ride up to $100. We've made some money as well, Lawrence. So yes. So tell us what you think now.
So right now we can't ignore oil. Yes. So maybe we can kind of talk about what happened here, where it came from. So the reason why it kind of propped up from, because it was at 72 and then shot up to 80 where we bought it at yesterday, was because Trump said or implied that we give protection to some OPEC countries, and obviously they're selling oil at a very high price, and they should obviously push oil lower. And OPEC and Russia were able to kind of resist and say, we're not going to lower production, it's going to be driven by supply. And with that kind of pushed prices higher, against what Trump was expecting. And also remember that another reason why oil is moving higher is because of Iran. They are looming sanctions on Iran.
But I see already a number of countries have cut off their purchases from Iran. South Korea, India is reducing, Japan. So in a way, it's already ahead of the curve in terms of
So US did tell China, India, and some of those countries to kind of cut their production on acquiring Iranian oil. But obviously Iran is saying you can't lower production to zero. But obviously the issue is kind of to make it a significant sanction. So that is also pushing oil higher. So Trump is going to speak at the UN, if I'm not wrong, right?
That's right.
But I'm assuming the speech is just going to prop up, oil higher.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that are kind of, pushing oil higher. And also, by the way, another effect that might happen, with higher oil prices, it's, the emerging market contagion. It's going to be negative.
Yes.
For emerging markets.
No, we've seen like the rupee was falling to all. It's very correlated to oil.
Exactly.
Oil goes
so
up, the rupee falls.
The rupee falls because it's emerging markets. They need this for production. They are so much dependent on this. So that is the reason why oil is moving higher. But then again, it's very important for you to kind of know what will make it go lower. With higher oil prices, remember that also WTI is also moving higher, and we also have American production, and they might even pump more billions into it.
Yes. That's always a risk because it's not done very often when they release supply from the special reserve
so
to shock the market.
We might expect more investments into oil, new oil wells, heavy drilling, kind of because everyone trying to make money at 82.
Yes,
it's a very good price for them because
yes.
they were kind of at 55 beginning of this year. Now it's 85, almost double the price. So you might see more production of oil that might push oil prices lower. Then we also have the looming trade wars between China and the US. That might also push oil lower because of lower demand, slower GDP. So those are some of the reasons that I'm kind of going to check are going to maybe push oil lower. More investments into oil rigs and more production. And obviously, if the sanctions on Iran fail, then obviously the oil is going to drop. And obviously, if we have no trade wars or non-significant trade wars, that will also push oil lower.
What are we doing here?
So
are we buying more oil?
Yes, I would look to kind of go higher.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to buy 100 more barrels.
So we're going to be carrying 200 barrels with us.
Yes, 200 barrels with us.
Yes.
Still very conservative.
Don't get carried away.
Yeah, so like we said,
yes,
10 for us is equal to 100 barrels. So you can just buy more there. Then we accept that. Oh, sorry. Accept the terms. Click on OK. Just buy there.
Super.
So you have 200 barrels of oil.
Well done. This could be the start. We could become an oil tycoon before we know it.
Let's see how it plays out.
Thanks a lot, Lawrence.
Okay, thank you.